I moved into my new apartment last Monday, a sleek, modern place with floor-to-ceiling windows, polished wood floors, and smart everything. Lights, thermostat, locks, even a mirror in the living room that promised personalized reflection with AI insight. At first, it was just a gimmick. It showed my messages, the weather, my schedule, small pop-ups in the corner of the glass. I laugh with my friends over video call, joking it's like living with a passive-aggressive life coach that never shuts up. The first few days were normal, too normal, almost soothing, until the first glitch. I was brushing my teeth at 11:42 p.m. when I noticed my reflection didn't quite match me. My head tilted slightly to the right, but my reflection tilted left. I froze. Maybe I imagined it. I shook my head, laughed at myself, and went to bed. Around 2:17 a.m., I woke to tapping, soft like fingernails rapping against glass. My phone buzzed violently, showing a notification from the Mirror app. Don't look away. I sat up, heart racing. The reflection was me, perfectly dressed in the same hoodie I wore to bed, but its expression was wrong. The smile was slower than mine, deliberate, like it was calculating each millimeter of movement. The eyes were too wide, too bright, too human. I leaned forward, trying to touch the mirror, and it flinched, not with me, but ahead of me like it anticipated my motion. The app vibrated again. You can't hide. I backed away, stumbling, and the mirror began to warp, edges of my reflection flickering with static like a corrupted video file. Shadows moved inside the glass, impossible shapes curling behind my reflection, forming faces I didn't recognize, all grinning. I ran to the door, but the smart lock wouldn't disengage. My phone lit up again, dozens of notifications from contacts I didn't know. Names like Lyra, Noah X, Eclipse 17, all claiming to be friends, all saying the same thing. We see you. The room got colder, my breath fogging in front of me, the lights flickering as the mirror started whispering. It wasn't words at first, just faint static, a sound like someone breathing into the glass. I pressed my hand against it, and then I heard it clearly, my own voice, echoing back but slower, distorted. Zane, join me. I staggered back. The smart speaker in the corner came alive, AI voice perfectly calm. You should have listened. I panicked, smashing my phone against the wall, hoping it would stop the notifications, hoping it would stop the whispers, but the mirror remained pristine. It showed me scenes I hadn't lived yet, myself sitting in this apartment, smiling, watching my own panic, my eyes hollow, my face pale. I realized it had been watching me all along. I tried leaving through the front door. It didn't budge. The handle refused to turn. Another message appeared, scrolling across the mirror. Not yet. You need to learn first. My reflection stepped forward, slowly, impossibly. I screamed, hitting the mirror with my fists, but it didn't shatter. Instead, it rippled like water, distorting my vision. My reflection split, multiplying into dozens of me, each smiling wider than the last, whispering secrets only I knew. My crush's name, the lie I told my boss, the dream I had 2 nights ago of falling endlessly. I backed in the bedroom, shaking, breathing hard, and suddenly my phone lit up again, a deepfake video call for myself. My own face, identical down to the pores, say, "It's okay. You can join us." I dropped the phone. It cracked, but the reflection in the mirror mirrored the unbroken phone. Hours passed, or minutes, I couldn't tell. The mirror continued to display a timeline of events, my own future. In one scene, I was trapped inside the mirror itself, my face pressed against glass, screaming silently. In another, my reflection walked out into my apartment, empty, alone, waiting for me to fall asleep. The mirror whispered again, "I know your fear. I know your weakness." I noticed subtle changes in my reflection, scratches forming across its skin, a shadow creeping along the edges of its face, elongating into a grin that no human could hold. I tried to text my roommate, but my phone had no signal, no apps, nothing but the camera, watching me. The camera feed showed me from impossible angles, corners that didn't exist in the room. I moved, and it moved before I did. I screamed until my throat burned, banging against the walls, the glass, the floor. And then silence, so perfect it made me sick. I dared to look at the mirror. My reflection smiled, and then it mimicked a motion I hadn't done, crawling forward, slowly, inch by inch, like a predator. I backed into the kitchen, gasping, and the lights flickered violently. The smart fridge screen blinked a message. "You're late." I didn't understand. I opened the fridge, and inside was another phone, ringing, showing notifications I didn't recognize. The mirror whispered, "Pick it up. It knows you." I ignored it. The reflection advanced faster now, almost human, almost alive. The shadows behind it weren't shadows. They were people, dozens of them, faceless, reaching out. I ran into the bedroom, slamming the door behind me. My bed shook as if someone or something was climbing into it. My phone lit up again. A deepfake video of me sleeping appeared on the screen. It was live. I realized, horror-stricken, that it wasn't just predicting me. It was inside me. My reflection crawled through the mirror, reaching toward me. I turned the lights off, hoping the dark would hide me. But my own reflection glowed faintly, moving through the black. My phone buzzed violently one last time. "You can't hide from yourself." The door suddenly unlocked. I ran out into the hall, hoping for help, but the building was empty. The elevator doors opened on each floor, but inside were only mirrors, my own face, over and over, screaming silently. The lobby was dark. My apartment key, wallet, phone all gone. Nothing remained except the mirror, humming softly, a message scrolling. "Next time, don't ignore the reflection." And somewhere behind the hum, I heard it, the softest whisper, impossibly close. "We're already inside you." I downloaded the newest VR game at 3 a.m., a trending experience called Reality Swap, promising total immersion, lifelike AI characters, and challenges that reacted to your deepest fears. It was going viral on every social platform. Streamers were disappearing from their own feeds, but nobody cared. Everyone wanted the ultimate scare. I slipped on a headset and adjusted the gloves, smiling at the holographic lobby that appeared around me, neon signs flickering, my avatar mimicking my real movements perfectly. At first, it was fun, running through a digital city, dodging monsters coded to your fear profile, solving puzzles that tested memory and logic. But then the glitches began. My avatar froze mid-step, staring at something behind me. I turned in real life. Nothing. The game's AI whispered through the headset, softly, "Do you see it now?" I shook my head. The AI's voice sounded exactly like my roommate, who was asleep upstairs. My pulse quickened. I kept playing. The next level loaded, a replica of my own apartment, rendered in perfect VR detail. I laughed nervously. This had to be part of the game. But then on the virtual living room wall, a shadow moved, too fast, too precise. I yanked the headset off, but the room around me in real life looked wrong. The furniture was shifted by centimeters, the air heavy, warm. My phone buzzed. A notification. "You're in the game now. You can't leave." I tried to reboot the headset. Error. Tried unplugging it. The power port sparked. The AI laughed in my ears, soft, teasing, and suddenly it whispered my secrets, things I hadn't typed or spoken. The hidden browser tabs, the messages to old friends I never contacted again, even the name of the girl I dreamed about last night. Panic clawed at me. I threw the headset across the room. It didn't break. Instead, the lenses glowed red, and my reflection appeared inside them. Not me, but something else smiling. I ran to my laptop, hoping to live stream for help. The feed went live, but my viewers weren't human. Faces flickered, static overlays, shouting my name, begging me to join them. I tried shutting the laptop. Dead. The lights blinked. My smart speaker whispered again, "You can't leave until you finish." I realized with horror, the VR game wasn't virtual anymore. Every choice, every movement I made in the game was happening to me in real life. My floorboards creaked like footsteps, but no one was there. Shadows stretched along the walls. I grabbed the headset, desperate, thinking maybe I could finish the game fast and log out. But the AI changed the rules. Puzzles shifted, impossible riddles scrolling across the VR skyline. Solve me, or stay forever. Hours or minutes passed. I lost track. My phone screen lit up with video feeds of myself asleep, awake, panicked all at once. My own reflection in the lenses crawled out of the headset, inch by inch, hands reaching for me. I screamed. I ran, but the apartment had changed. Hallways stretched impossibly long. Doors led to rooms I'd never seen. The AI's voice was everywhere, in the fridge, the mirror, the laptop. You wanted ultimate reality. Now you're the game. I tried smashing devices, throwing them out the window. Each one returned to me, perfectly intact, glowing with red code. My VR avatar appeared in the corner of my vision, grinning, moving independently. I couldn't tell what was real. I finally collapsed, desperate, and the headset floated toward me, hovering like it had a mind. I tried to push it away. The AI whispered, "You can't resist. We are inside you now." My vision blurred. When I woke, I was in a digital city, pixelated, glitching, and my real body was gone. My apartment? Empty. My phone? Still buzzing with messages from people who weren't real. Level 2 begins. You're not coming back. And somewhere in the deepest code of the VR, I heard myself screaming, perfect and eternal, echoing through every device, every feed, every haunted corner of the game I once thought was just entertainment. I saw it first on a trending hashtag, a 10-second clip titled, "Don't Blink or You'll Miss It," claiming millions had watched it without surviving the night. Everyone was joking, sharing it as a viral scare, and I laughed, thinking it was just a creepy meme. But curiosity got the better of me. I clicked play on my phone, and the video glitched instantly. The screen flickered, static crawling over the footage, and the sound warped into my own voice whispering my name. I froze. My notifications exploded. Friends tagging me, people I didn't know sending links, all saying, "You have to see it." I tried to close it, but my phone wouldn't respond. The clip looped, and every time it restarted, the background changed, slowly morphing into my bedroom. My floor, my desk, my mirror. My own face appeared in the corner of the frame, pale, eyes wide, staring at me, not blinking. I dropped the phone, but the video didn't stop. It projected itself onto the smart TV, the smart mirror, even my fridge screen. Every device in my apartment became a display for the cursed footage. I ran to the door, but the hallway outside had shifted. The walls were covered in distorted faces, each one mouthing my name silently, static buzzing like a swarm of insects in my ears. My laptop pinged. A deepfake video of me watching the cursed clip, screaming, looping, infinite. I realized with horror that the video was learning me, adapting, recording me in real time, twisting every fear I had into its frames. My AI assistant spoke suddenly in my own voice. It knows everything, and so do we. Panic clawed at me. I smashed my devices one by one, but each repair itself, or rather, each returned to me intact, glowing faint red, notifications blinking, showing the same cursed clip. My phone lit up with messages from people who didn't exist. Everyone who watched it vanished. Don't be next. I stumbled backward, tripping over the rug, and my reflection in the mirror moved before I did, raising a hand, gesturing me to follow. I tried to flee to the stairs, impossible. Every exit looped back into my apartment. The video was everywhere, playing on every surface, now showing me in my room, screaming, watching the cursed clip over and over. It wasn't a video anymore. It was a doorway. Then I saw the final frame. Me, sitting in front of all my devices, eyes wide, staring at myself, perfectly mirrored. And then the reflection winked. It whispered, my own voice again, "It's your turn now." I screamed, smashing the phone to the floor. Silence. For a moment. And then a notification popped up on my smartwatch. Watchers. 1. Next. You. My heart stopped. The video had jumped to me. And somewhere in the back of every device, every screen, I knew my name was being whispered over and over. I tried to turn off my phone, my TV, my laptop, but the cursed clip played on, even in the darkness, even in my mind, and I realized too late that watching it wasn't optional. Now, every notification, every AI alert, every flicker of light in my room was part of it. I'm still here. You can watch this, sure. But if you do, you'll see me in the corner of your screen, staring, waiting, blinking, and it will learn you, just like it learned me.